Yeah, these things I'm just gonna piss off immediately. There's no point trying to sneak up on them. They're annoying as hell. Oh my god, there's 2 of them.
Pile up.
I might need to equip my powder here. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Oh shit, there's the invis one. There's probably like 3 of them or some shit. Burning rounds just in case. There it is. Got it. That was pure luck that I got a headshot there. I was just shooting at moving blurs. Come on! Do what you need to. I know what lurks in these woods. There it is.
Leading down the bicycle.
Yeah, there's so many like lurking enemies around here. This really is like best way I'm gonna find those things is just run through, let them chase me down, and then burn them. While we're here, I will also swap to... you know what? We'll do this. %5 chance of instant kill. Oh, there you are.
Destroyed.
Shit, at this rate I might need to just equip some burning bullets on my lever action as well. I thought we were gonna run into some hell bears or something, but this is ridiculous. Ooh. This is a much fancier setup.
On the mark.
I say fancier setup. It's a village! A very intact looking village. You get the burning shotgun for that, friend.
Right on the mark.
I'm gonna need to buy some burning ammo after this. Oh shit. Oh my goodness, okay. There! So I need to try and hit them, you know, not in the mask. No, hey, don't throwing axe me. Ow! Oh fuck, am I dead? I was close to it, huh? Damn. Eee. I should have just kept shooting it with the buffalo rifle. God damn. Okay. Gunslinger 2! Do I have any more potions? Of course I do. I feel like there's gotta be some more enemies around here. But no one's coming out, so... we might be good to go in? I'm gonna heal first. I'll do this just in case, you know, it gives me a little bit more HP. Oh, there is an invis guy right there. Look
Into my pocket you go.
There's a lot of... yeah, okay, alright. I gotta back it up. There are multiple invis enemies.
Deeper pockets.
And there's at least one tomahawk lady over on the side. Huh. Come on, I need you to head into the middle of town. Please? My God. I know there's one over there.
I will rid this land of you.
See? I guess the other one's in here.
A righteous death.
Unlucky. Gotta go! Well, this is not what I expected. I knew it would chase me down. I thought it would circle the building, but it's inside of it. Hey, that's not nice.
Bullseye.
What do they have? Just more tomahawks, a knife, some arrows. Meh.
wicked.
Well, I put down a whole lot of angry tomahawk ladies and other angry beasts, so at least the land here can return to some semblance of peace or something. I need to buy some ammo. We should use a lot of long gun ammo out here. Just double checking all of these tents in case there might be some cool loot. So far, it's just a bunch of normal hunting bows, which is sad. I would love just like an outright upgrade.
Oh, I like this one.
To the spirit bow or whatever this is called, yeah. Give me the gilded, the gold encrusted spirit bow. All right, take me away from here.
I need to invent a mode of...
Hi, do you have long gun ammo? Thank you. I desperately need it. I also might need to buy some chicken heads because I've been using a bunch of them recently. Yeah, we can take this. Get my knife equipped. All right. I can't teleport with the blue raven skull head because we were already at a safe zone.
Life has no meaning.
But money does. Give me some of this long gun ammo and this burning everything. Oh, sorry, I gotta have this out before I could use the gold oil. Do I have any more long gun ammo? I doubt it, right? Like, I feel like I've been putting all of it inside my inventory, and it looks like it, yeah. Where was the ammo being stored? Here we go. Boom, perfect, full stack. Anything else that I could carry around? Feels like I might be doing like boss level kind of stuff soon, so I'll take some extra things. Take some dynamite, even if I haven't been super using those. Cigar just in case. And you can have this one tooth.
Bring it on. But in return, you'll get me a bottle of good hooch. Just kidding. Everything only ends up going right through me.
You seriously want to get married?
What's with the surprised face? Don't you know how many years I was alone? Besides, when you're undead, being picky gets really hard.
Okay, but a boo hag, really?
And look at her. She's like an angel, fallen from heaven right into my arms. Admit it, you're simply jealous.
I'm really not.
Something.
You two have a great.
You smell wonderful, like a fresh meal.
I'm out of here. I'm going to the ritual site. All right. I found all the statuettes. The path invites you. Go and mind the past. Give the dead their due, for their wisdom vast. Enter the
You
depths.
finally dealt with those bloody animals. The path into the depths of the mountain stands open. Indeed, a job well done. Are you ready to enter the depths? Listen, you have to be prepared for anything. No one can predict what this horde of tormented souls might think or do when it gets here. Maybe everything will go smoothly, or maybe quite the opposite. Go now, and I'll move the camp closer to the entrance so I don't have to walk halfway through the mountain range. When it's all over and you come back, I'll be waiting with a bottle of something good to celebrate. We did deserve a celebration now. See you soon.
Wait, can't I tell you that I don't want to go in just yet? I mean, I guess I can just not walk in first.
Something on your... again. Good.
Oh, alright, sorry. I just wanted to see what else he had. So I guess he doesn't have the camp stuff here right now. Now that that's more confirmed, I only like half grab stuff. Yeah, we'll head back to the undead camp.
Oh, I'm so excited! I need to finish my preparations, bathe, and spray myself with fresh blood. Does it look good on me? Oh, don't tell me. I'm aware of the creases and stains. I'll take care of them right away.
I don't see any new skin on you, so I can't really say if the skin looks good on you or not. So I'm gonna focus on other things. We're gonna get some ammo, probably some gold ammo as well. I think it's almost about that time for us to use it. I'll take some more dynamite. Another couple of yellow rivers. Just so I can kind of keep popping them. Same thing with these health boosts. You never know what you're going to find in there, right? Alright. I'm going to go ahead and preemptively equip a louder weapon, a louder, higher damage weapon, just in case. I'm going in. Maybe we'll find just a whole bunch of stuff to stealth through. Maybe we won't.
Whatever gets the job done.
You know what I should have grabbed? I should have grabbed one of those items
Need
that
to drop something first.
makes me a little bit stealthier, harder to see. I will, at the moment, at least pop a couple of these. Who knows what we'll run into down here?
What do you mean I can't hold all of these?
Hold up, keeping those back.
It's never enough. Bit by bit.
Hey there, Totem. Totem doesn't react to your presence. Oh, that's cool. That's fine. You don't have to. I get it. Things are a little bit awkward. I'm kind of coming up to kill the
Nope.
the Totem
Won't
of Souls.
fit anywhere.
Damn it, I brought a whole bunch of stuff expecting me to not have to fill up my inventory on the way up. Fork in the path. I'm going to the right. So far, nothing's really attacked us yet, but maybe we'll cross through some kind of zone or something.
Nope. Won't fit anywhere.
You know, I'll go ahead and load some gold bullets.
May be useful.
In case the first thing we run into after all this is just outright a boss fight. There we go.
Spicy. Need to stop hoarding.
I never will. Never. Damn, this is a tall path up.
Alas, it's never enough.
Oh, wise totem of souls! I want every buff. Please? It's that or I destroy you. Because you're probably the source of the curse or some twist like that.
Need to stop hoarding. Bullets and arrows need them all.
We're almost through. Use my power to teleport yourself to a faraway place. Take me to the top of the mountain. Looks like a good place for a boss fight. Maybe a lot of boss fighting stuff. Gonna go ahead and equip this just in case. Where's my watch? Another thing I need to just have just in case. I may need to swap some things around. Hey there, Totem of Souls. With this soul I begin the summoning.
Oh, it's you. We expected you. Although we never expected in our wildest dreams that our next meeting would take place under such favorable circumstances.
Yeah, you like being summoned with one giant glob of soul?
Yes, this place is perfect. The veil between our worlds is thinnest here. And this place, meat and bones, perfect building blocks for our new body.
Uh-huh.
You did well, Spark. You just set your whole world on fire.
Well, not if I kill you here and now.
As a reward for your faithful but blind service, you will receive a gift from us. You will be the first to see our birth in this world. You will become the first victim on our altar of immortality. Then we will feast upon this world and the creatures that inhabit it. We'll suck them dry. Freedom at last.
Well, that doesn't sound nice. Have you asked the creatures that you're devouring if they would like that or not? I mean, we humans can answer back. Oh boy. Are you gonna turn into a giant skull in the distance or something? That's actually not what I was expecting. Woo! Ow! This doesn't seem very stealth oriented. Owie. I don't really know what to do about the, I guess we just stand really far off to the side. Hello? Oh, shit. I don't fucking think so. Where'd you go? You know what I could do? We still gotta reload, hold on, okay. I was thinking maybe the Call of the Abyss would do like a lot more damage And not really. I'll be over here. Oh, now I'm standing over here. You better watch out. I know how to move left and right.
Disgusting filth.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Hit me with your next shot. Oh, shit. No phase 2?
Ah, the sweet thrill of victory. The villain is slain, the hero victorious, finally free. Naive fool, you'll never be free. We created you, granted you powers and abilities that exceed those of mere mortals, and yet you are but a tool. A wayward soldier of a cause way beyond your understanding. Without us, you have no purpose. You will find no peace, no escape, no place to call home. As you wander aimlessly until the end of days, you will realize all you achieved was in vain. You will witness the spread of the curse and the end of the civilization of man. And there will be us, waiting, and you will grovel before us. For we are eternal, and you are ours. For eternity.
Well, that's not good. That sounds like the opposite of like what I would want. So maybe we got like a hopeful message after all this, like humanity carries on regardless. Or as long as the undead walks the earth, we will fight the evil out there. Is everybody undead now? Oh, well, that guy's just dead.
Land is cursed, the skies are black, monsters all around. Bloody hands, the smell of death, rot is in the ground.
Oh my god, they're gonna put on a show!
Can't remember who I am, I'm never gonna rest. Life is but a
I like how half of the band has like cowboy get-ups and the other half don't at all.
maze of barren lands with the vengeance in my breath. 'Cause I am the undead. I am the
I wonder if the ending changes at all. Like, if we saved the priest rather than Annabelle,
I find the light.
does the priest save the world?
Good things out there in the night. Am I alive or maybe dead? Have I won or lost? To rid this land of its curse comes at such a cost. Can't remember who I am, I'm never gonna rest. Life is but a curse in this hellish bloody west. Lands of barren lands with a vengeance in my chest. 'Cause I am the undead.
I like how it just shows the undead getting brutally murdered over and over again. Canonically, he gets about as cocky as I do. Bloodwest. Wow. Game name right there. All right. Well, that is Bloodwest, I guess. The ending, I'm not sure how to feel fully about the ending. It did feel like for the first half of that ending there, with the Totem of Souls taunting us and showing like, oh yeah, here's a giant creature stomping through the world, and it like coming out from a pile of corpses that like it basically did win in the end. Even if we weren't like it was a pretty big obvious kind of thing that like the Totem of Souls would probably be somewhat evil. It was almost too obvious that like for the first couple of chapters I was like, nah. The Totem of Souls is just kind of like an ambivalent kind of thing, right? It's not evil. It just doesn't really care about humans all that much because it's a spirit totem. But then no, it's like, nah, it's evil. It wants to destroy and kill everybody in the world and gain immortality or whatever. Which is always a funny thing when like some kind of demonic creature wants to like destroy the world and then become eternal over a world of destroyed nothingness. Like, does that sound like fun to you? I guess go for it. But as long as I've got my gun and undeath, we'll try and shoot back. You know, especially since that last boss fight was super easy. I really I was expecting at least a second phase. You know, the only real danger I had was the first couple of times I got hit by fire, and then once I realized, oh, I literally just stand off far to one side and I'll be fine. All threat was gone. The nitro ammo did end up doing, like, it seemed like the nitro ammo was the call. Headshot nitro ammo did a lot of damage by the looks of it. I was just chunking that thing down. So I finally did eventually use those explosive bullets, even if it wasn't the way I thought it was going to be used. I thought I was going to use it on like groups of enemies, and it just never actually happened, really. But all right, that is Bloodwest, a solid little indie horror stealth game. Although towards the end, not really so much. And I really, if I had like spec'd out for it, the game's kind of awkward because after playing through all of it, you really don't need to play it stealthy at all. And obviously I kind of knew that a little bit because they had trailers being like, you can play however you want. You can be a gunslinging cowboy, or you can go super hardcore stealth. And I was like, well, stealthing might be a bit harder, so I went kind of down that route. But it didn't matter because eventually, like, I ran out of stealth things to put points into, and I just started putting points into like general stuff, and then I was able to just kind of like fight in general. I didn't even need to like specialize and use gold bullets really on anything besides the gold hags, which were like the only enemies that I needed to use the gold bullets on to kill in the first place. Beyond that, the only other place I really used the fire bullets were like a couple of things, and I didn't end up needing to fight those blood pool enemies ever again. I just started avoiding those things. I stopped like super hardcore exploring towards the end of chapter 3 because there was just like massive swaths of land with giant pools of creatures and like demons, and I was like, I'll go this way instead. And then they never like steered me back over, which was surprising to me. I really thought there was going to be a lot more like more NPCs to run into in chapter 3, because chapter 2 had quite a few. It had 3 NPCs, or actually had like 5 NPCs, right? Maybe more like 6. You had the kid, you had Annabelle, you had the priest, then you had Tree Man, you had the undead cowboy that we resurrected, then technically the Totem of Souls, so that's like 6. But in this chapter, we just kind of had Annabelle, the undead, the doctor, and then I guess like the hag, Mary, but she didn't really do too much either because it was very easy to just get her item. I had already killed the town by that point. So that was kind of, it just felt like a weird chapter in comparison to the first 2 chapters, which I felt were like a little bit better paced, just kind of like in general. But overall, the game is pretty solid. I enjoyed it a good bit. The only thing I didn't really like about it There were two things I didn't really like about it, and I mentioned it while we played, obviously. But the big thing was just like looting in this game. It was fun at first, and then eventually it just became like a big drag. It became such a drag that by the end of the game, I just like 60% gave up on it. Like I was still looting, but I just realized I mean, obviously, whenever I'm hoarding in a game, I always know that there's a large chance the vast majority of the stuff I pick up is not going to be used. We had like 500 plus ammo sitting in my box, and I knew that shit was never going to get used. We had so many health potions, other potions, artifacts that were never going to get touched, and I wish there was a way to like consolidate all of that without it just being like money. I wish we could have like combined items together, especially because that leads me to my second point, which is that like there were a lot of items in the game, artifacts and accessories, that were really disappointing. They were just like minor stat boosts, like, oh, this will give you 5% movement speed, and meh, you know. If you're gonna have stuff take up the same slots as like outright game-changing items, like the watch that paused time, that item was actually, that was huge. I missed it. During all those times I died, if I'd been able to like pause and think things over, I might have been able to like save myself a little bit more, just to be like, oh, I should probably pull out my shotgun here. Let me go swap my inventory around a little bit. But yeah, I wish for the inventory it was a little bit better. Some of it I feel can be improved in time with just like a few patches, because some of it was just like functionality. Like there were things that, like, I wish I could have opened up my backpack and had just like it be an individual window that I could also keep open while I did other stuff. Because sometimes I'd be trying to like drag something between my two inventories, and you just have to like do a whole lot of like closing and opening, which didn't help that like half of the backpacks at the end of the game look the same. So a lot of it was just, I just had to repeatedly open my backpacks, because it's not like you could lock them into the same place and always 100% know where they're going to be. If you use the auto sort feature, which I did a lot, sometimes the backpacks were like legitimately moved around. There was only like the big traveler backpack. That was the only thing that, you know, had its own unique look versus everything else by the end of the game. So I was able to like reliably, you know, take stuff in and out of that. I wish we could have just had like different looks for the backpacks. Even just like a different like color or like naming the backpacks would have been nice. Other stuff like locking slots. Beyond that, enemy variety was okay. I kind of wish there were... I wish it was harder. I'm actually really surprised how far the spirit bow and like the blood bone knife thing was able to get me. I was able to use them all the way to the end of the game, basically. And like, you know, I did like indulge and use some of the other like guns and stuff that we found. Those were pretty solid. But yeah, in terms of like just stealthing around, there weren't too many times where like if I was very, very seriously stealthing around and not like running at enemies, shooting them with my revolver, we only had a few moments where like, oh, I fucked up and I died because of it. Because otherwise, in most cases, you just, like most engagements in the game were with one enemy apiece, surprisingly. Sometimes you had like a few wandering around, like a lot. But because like enemies didn't really react to something happening on the other side of the wall from them, there were a lot of instances where I could literally just I could literally be in the middle of a camp shooting a loud as hell gun, and as long as it killed something in that first headshot, nobody else would react. It was odd. Because I'm used to some other stealth games, like say Metal Gear Solid, where like one small fuck up and suddenly you've got like an infinite wave of 30 plus enemies running you down that you really can't do too much about. Whereas in this one, it was just like, oh no, the enemies that can barely hit me are chasing me down, and you just run and break line of sight, and it works out really easily. I'm just surprised it didn't get far harder towards the end there, because it really, like, one thing that would have made like a big difference, like, it was just more big creatures in between like the smaller creatures. A lot of the big creatures like the hell bears and the demons, I felt were very separate. Like they were just by themselves, or maybe they had like 2 other enemies next to them, but they were very rarely like in between things. It was only like during chapter 2 with the armored head big guys, they were like among enemies a lot, and I felt like that should have happened a little bit more. I'm glad there weren't more like armored head enemies, because that wasn't like enjoyable. But yeah, it was always easy to like kind of bring things like onto my own terms, but I never really felt like a big threat from the enemies, and that's just where it's like, wouldn't have minded it being like a smidge harder in that regard. Maybe there'll be like a difficulty thing in the future. I don't think there's a difficulty thing in this game, so like just on its base, it's pretty easy. I probably could have just started the game from the get-go like super loud, run and gun, and it would have been a little bit harder in some areas, definitely at the beginning of the game, before you get like the Wendigo heart and like you can heal yourself, and before you get all those other buffs. But like for the most part, I wasn't really like, I never got like the gun sway thing until the end of the game, and that didn't like really matter too much, because like you had almost perfect accuracy for like the first second you aimed a gun, so I just used that for the most part. The only rough part is that the iron sights were super tiny, so sometimes I just didn't actually see where I was shooting. I was just going with general vibes, and that works in a lot of other games, because sometimes you have a little bit of bullet magnetism. There wasn't so much of that in this game, but that's fine. Still, overall, this was fine enough. I enjoyed myself. I'm glad I was able to get a code for this, and it ended up being longer than I thought. I definitely could have put like a little bit more time into chapter 3 to like really, like, I never found that other hidden stash that the hag gave me. But again, it comes down to like, I wish there were more like NPCs or something in chapter 3 that I could have interacted with and gotten like actual quest stuff. But all right, that is Blood West. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Let's Play as we stealthed around. Hopefully you got some entertainment during the times where I broke stealth and just goofed around with all my cowboy weapon. But otherwise, thank you all for watching this Let's Play. I will see you all in the next one.